writer who has written a lot criticizing a number of people called Yoweri. One of them happens to be Yoweri Museveni, a person whose presidency I find Yoweri Museveni. As a poetess, I often write with metaphors and idioms. The metaphor of the vagina of a woman has never been obscene or lewd. Women in this courtroom all have vaginas. Women in this courtroom are giving birth all the time. The issue of a woman giving birth to a stillborn baby cannot be called obscene or lewd or even indecent. I think that as a writer who writes to communicate particular messages, as a poetess who writes to the public and uses metaphors and figures of speech that speak broadly to a group of people who do not necessarily have a language to express themselves anymore, I write criticizing the regime. However, I plead not guilty of count one, Your Worship. It's difficult for me to know how an individual who claims to be offended took offense. I do not know that Yoweri Museveni has been offended by anything I've written since I began writing about him and the diverse forms of oppression he has subjected Ugandans to. I find it ridiculous that my writings about Esiteri at large, supposedly a dead woman, is offensive to a person who's been not only writing, but giving orders, a range of orders that affect the lives and the human rights of living Ugandans. I find it ridiculous that he is crying offense. Offense over what? Offense over the wishes of a writer posted on Facebook? Are these offenses much more than the incriminating human rights record against Yoweri Museveni? Are the writings, the wishes of a woman? I wish your mother killed you in birth. I wish your mother killed you in birth. I speak for very many Ugandans, Your Honor, who have wished death on those who oppress them. Are the writings of a woman on Facebook more offensive than any of the things that our oppressors have done to us? I do not understand that Yoweri Museveni is offended. I would like him to come and testify to the extent of offense I have put upon him by my mere writings. I would like him to come and testify and look me in the eye and say, Stella Nyanzi, you offended me. I read your Facebook post, Stella Nyanzi, and I find them offensive because when I'm writing, I write at large. And so, Your Honor, given the fact that I don't know how aggrieved or offended Yoweri Museveni is, I would like him to come and show me my guilt, because I find myself not guilty of this, these trumped-up charges. We are wasting court time, Your Worship, and thus I plead not guilty.